Democrats ought to be ashamed of yourself. Now, I generally stay away from politics, but the conduct that I saw last night from the Democratic side of the House of Representatives was reprehensible. Little boy who survived brain cancer, and he gets honored. And what do? Y'all sit with your hands under your legs to keep from clapping. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you sit on. When a little boy or a child or anybody gets honored like that, you give them the accolades they deserve. You ought to be ashamed. I'm ashamed that I was ever a part of the damn Democratic Party. I used to be. A long time ago, I was a registered Democrat. What y'all did last night just made my stomach churn.
The Democrats might be losing more than just elections. They are losing serious members of their party. This could spell the end. I think this is a very share-worthy video. I hope you will share this with everybody that you know, especially your, I call them the hippocrats, but your Democrat friends, neighbors, coworkers, etc. And I'd love to get their thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to share with you a lot of video clips of what I am calling this video the official end. This could be the beginning of the end of the current Democrat Party. And quite frankly, quite frankly, should have happened a long time ago. I agree, Mr. President, and I love you. The American people have spoken. Check out these videos here.
I voted for Democrats my whole life. They never did anything they promised. They would come to the black church and sing some Negro spirituals with us and then disappear, peer. Once they got our vote, they never did anything they promised. I vote for a Republican once in my life, and this dude done did everything he promised on steroids. He ain't even been in office 2 months, and everything I voted for, I'm getting. It's amazing. Do he sleep? Like this dude, if he sleeps, he wake up on a mission to do what Nakia voted for. He said, Nakia want me to fix that border. I'm on it. Nakia want to make sure them tax dollars is being spent for Americans more than anybody else. I'm on it. Like this dude wakes up, I feel like, with me in mind. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he be thinking about me. It's like being at the casino. You put in that Democrat coin, you put it in and you pull the thing and no, you gonna win. You gonna win. You put in another Democrat coin and you pull the thing and no, you didn't win. You put in that Republican coin. I put in a Republican coin for the first time. Pulled the ding. I freaking won. Wow. So you know what that tells me? That tells me to never vote for Democrats again in life. Ever. Because you're not going to win with them. I voted for a Republican once. And hit the jackpot, honey. I will continue to do that again and again.
How do you not love that? That's so good. Results speak volumes. Words mean nothing if they're not backed by actions. The only thing that I would say, differently, I agree with everything she said, is the fact that I don't even think you can call Trump a Republican. I think he has revolutionized politics. I think he's created a brand new party. I think he's created the Common Sense Party. The mission of our channel is to make common sense go viral because I want my kids and my grandkids' grandkids to live in the America that you and I grew up in. That makes sense. I mean, some of these things, excommunicating males from female sports, that should be complete. It's a ridiculous waste of time and energy. We shouldn't even have to write an executive order for that. That's how insane this radical extreme party has gotten. By the way, before I show you the next clip, this is the first speech ever by a U.S. president in the history of our country where the other side didn't stand once. And it brings me great It's not even joy. It's not even excitement. It's really relief. I feel relieved because I do think the silent majority that Nixon talked about is America. That the loudest, Ghetto Crockett and Al Porta Potty Green, the loudest don't represent the silent majority. I think there's so many good people. Americans are kind, generous, gregarious, joyous. We bend over backwards to help our neighbors, to help our friends, to help even strangers. No other country is like us. We are the greatest country ever. And so it's not excitement or joy. It's really just, yeah, that's America. This is America. Enough is enough. Check out this next clip.
Presidential address watch party. I'm exhausted. My only request is that they move these up in the future, meaning like 7 o'clock, okay, 6 o'clock. As a former liberal and now independent, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I am a bit disappointed and left emotional and very tired. I'm disappointed in the Democrats. I try to hope for the best on both sides, but tonight the Democrats acted like sore losers to me, and let me explain. So tonight wasn't only about policy, it was about optics, it was about strategy, it was about leadership, it was about uniting the people, and the Democrats failed on all three. Trump is the king of optics, we know that, and the Republicans basically brought in families who lost their loved ones to crime, real people, real pain, and the Democrats, they sat there, arms crossed, refusing to even acknowledge these moments, even the moments that should have brought everyone together. They didn't clap, they didn't stand, they didn't smile, they didn't do anything. They actually clap for the things that are bad. And every moment in there represented a missed opportunity that the Democrats failed to act on. And they are being so bitter and so angry and so upset that they can't even realize how bad they're making themselves look. And that's the problem. This isn't about serving people anymore. It's about ego. It's about tribalism. And it's about parties and power. And if they had any strategy or some PR person that would help them, they would have ignored the hate, okay, stood up, clapped, and promised to work for the betterment of people. Instead, they look bitter. They look like sore losers. They look like they don't do well at teamwork either. And they have poor sportsmanship. And they looked guilty of the very things they're being accused of. They look guilty of funding criminals, of ignoring crime, misusing money, and putting others before the American people. And their response, more finger pointing at Trump at the end. All they did was talk about Trump, okay? I'm tired of that. Democrats, y'all have to start talking about the issues y'all are going to address, what you're going to fix, what legislation you're working on. Y'all have to work. You can't just keep making promises about social issues, and you got to do the work. It's moments like this that remind me why I left the left, honestly, and why I don't feel like I align with the culture of it anymore. It's just not producing results. It's about bullying, forcing people to conform, and silencing dissent. And I prefer to be an independent. BBC was there. I did answer a few questions. I'm a little nervous how they might break that down. I need to follow up with that. But what did y'all think about the address tonight? Did the Democrats fumble, or am I just being too harsh?
I don't think you're being harsh at all. I think you're being somebody who's exercising critical thinking, actually using what's between your ears. The ultimate gear is between your ears, as I like to say. We've said it so many times here on this channel, and I know you guys feel the same way. I can't wait. By the way, if you're a Democrat, because I know a lot of Democrats watch this show, let me know in the comments, is any of this resonating with you? Do you feel the same? Do you feel differently? Do you feel like they did the right thing? Do you feel Al Green acted appropriately? Let me know in the comments. I genuinely want to hear from you. Look, I want to bridge the divide. I don't want to expand the divide. So my whole thing is leave a comment, no links, no personal ad hominem attacks. It goes straight to spam. I don't even see it. But I want an engaging, enthralling conversation. Freedom of expression is one of our greatest liberties in the greatest country on planet Earth. And I welcome all viewpoints as long as it's constructive, thoughtful, and, it contains substance. I'm all for it. Please leave a comment. I want to hear from you. I can't read all of them because I get thousands and thousands. It's impossible, literally physically impossible. But the ones that really stand out, I do, because those are the ones voted by the community that get upticked. So leave something constructive and thoughtful. I can't wait to hear from you. Check out this next one.
I cannot tell you how refreshing it was to wake up this morning and hear from other Democrats and see on my post other Democrats who are just as furious and ready to friggin' jump ship as I am. I am not buying into what they're selling, because after what we saw yesterday, I'm actually glad that they pulled that yesterday, because people like me who have been disillusioned by the Democratic Party for a long time got to see an evilness there, got to see a diabolical side of the Democratic Party who's basically saying, we want you to fail. We don't care if you fail. It's like the scene in The Wizard of Oz when they finally go back to see the Great Oz and they pull the curtain back and it's just a little old man just standing there like that doesn't have a fucking clue. I'm not going to be afraid to voice my opinion anymore. I'm done. I am done. I am done. And you're not going to bully me off my own page by thinking logical thoughts. I'm not going to be gaslit by my own party. Not one day more. Not one day more.
Something really powerful there. It's interesting. At one point, I just want to make it, and I'll show another clip, is, she talks about being bullied. She talks about being, pushed around within her own party, not by, the other side, not by Trumpsters, not by MAGA, whatever. But I've been hearing this over and over again. And, they call MAGA a cult. To me, the definition of a cult is if you don't believe what I believe, I destroy you. And it sounds like this Democrat, lifelong Democrat, has a lot of followers on TikTok when she posted that video, and she's getting a ton of hate from her own party. And I've heard that time and time and time again. And I think it's what's created this cult that you really saw in full 3D Technicolor on the night of President Trump's speech, as they all in unison. I mean, I can only imagine if one of them broke through and actually stood for that unbelievable kid DJ who has brain cancer, who was appointed a Secret Service member by Trump live on air. I can only imagine if one of those cultists in the Hippocrats actually stood up, the amount of bullying and reprimand they would have got from people like Schiff and Hakeem and AOC and Ilhan Omar and the rest of them. I can only imagine. Leave a comment if you felt that resonates with you, or if you are a Democrat and you feel that you get bullied if you disagree, even on just simple common sense matters. I would love to hear from you. Let me know.
Hey, Dems, are you embarrassed? I'd be pretty embarrassed if I were you. Yeah, I'd be pretty embarrassed. After last night, I would never call myself a Dem again. In fact, I've gotten quite a few messages from Dems saying that they don't want to affiliate with Democrats anymore, and they actually deeply, deeply regret siding with you, not even realizing how brainwashed they are. I wish you guys saw what kind of cult you were in, because, you never failed to amaze me. I don't understand. So you care about women, right? But you won't cheer for women, and you won't cheer for us getting men out of women's sports. You're angry about that, right? Oh, okay. But you care for women, right? Sure. You care for children, but you won't cheer for a child who just got named an honorary Secret Service member who has brain cancer and wasn't even supposed to survive? Right. And you won't cheer that we're no longer transitioning literal children. Okay. Sure, moving on. So you care about people who serve the country, but you won't cheer on a senior in high school who just got told by the President of the United States that he gets to go to his dream school, his dream military academy. But you care about people who serve? Sure. You claim you care about the justice system, but we bring up the fact that Lakin and Jocelyn were given justice, but you won't cheer that on. You claim you want peace and you care about peace, but you won't cheer about peace. You only cheer about us sending $350 billion to a country that doesn't want peace. Well, let me correct myself. To a country whose ruler, whose dictator doesn't want peace. They want him gone, and for some reason you're siding with him. Sure. Do you know how embarrassing it is to say that you're a Dem now? Do you know how embarrassed I would be to say that I was one in public? I would never show my face again. You turned your own people against you this last election. You turned even more against you last night. I've got DMs on every single one of my social media platforms telling me that they were so blinded by your lies that they don't even know what to believe right now, and they're in shock, okay? Some of these people I had to convince to take a break off of social media because they're that shocked by the reality of your fucking party. You don't care about anybody but yourself. You don't give a about America, okay? You like that you can benefit from it and all the freedoms you have here while simultaneously complaining as if you don't have any freedoms. Be so for real. You guys will never win again with this behavior until you change this behavior. Nothing will change for you. You will always be in this hole, and you guys are the ones holding the shovel and digging it. Till you throw that shovel on the ground, nothing will change for you. You'll just keep losing. Your behavior is the whole reason why you lost. You don't like America. Get the out of America. Or better yet, figure out why you don't like it and change it. Oh, well, America's not the best. Then leave. You can go to Canada, bitch. Go to Ukraine. You know you can join their National Guard, right? And help them fight. Go ahead. You want to see Zelensky fight in the front lines? Go ahead. I'd love for you to come back to me and tell me he was actually doing it, because we all know damn well he's not. Okay, he didn't fight for shit. He's getting his men kidnapped off of streets to be sent to a war they did not enlist in. And you guys think he cares about his people? Okay, you want to silence and censor people who don't share opinions with you, and you think we're the problem. You think we're the ones who don't like Americans. You won't support anybody who does not support every single ideology you have. And you think we're brainwashed? You think we're bigoted? Okay, so I really hope you're embarrassed as to be a Democrat. And if you're not, so be it. You can stay a self-entitled little brat. So be it. But I hope you realize that'll punch you in the face so hard, and I cannot wait until it does. Okay, if you don't learn to get the over yourself, you're never going to win again. But again, can't claim to care about things when you're simultaneously hating on every single thing that does not agree with every single ideology you have. I'd be pretty embarrassed if I were you. I would not show my face anymore if I were you. I would stop arguing because all the points you're bringing up are just things that CNN told you to say. None of you form your own thoughts. You're in a cult, okay? Till you can reprogram your brain and actually form your own opinions, I don't want to hear it.
I don't know. How old do you think that girl was? That to me was extremely impressive. Very impressive. And she laid out, as somebody who's taught Aristotle's principles of rhetoric, ethos, pathos, logos, which is the foundation of law and order, foundation of American, argumentation, communications, the whole works. She implemented every single rhetorical principle to perfection. She backed it up with examples, concrete, substantive demonstrations and examples to back up her claims. Beautiful stuff. That makes me so impressed. If I was her father, I would be so proud right now. Are we seeing the Great Awakening, America? I've said this time and time again. It's not about right or left. It's not about Republican, Democrat. This is just about being an American. This is a common sense revolution. This is just going back to normalcy, like legitimate normalcy. We have gone bonkers with these cancerous DEI woke ideologies that have infected our society. And we finally got the best surgeon on the planet to excise that tumor out. And I am so excited. The American people have spoken. I'm so proud of these people. Share this, tap the thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you want to get your very own original 100% made in the USA Nez Nation merch, the link's in the pinned comment, also in the description. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here, just in case you missed it. Tap my face right there. It's free to subscribe and follow. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA. I'll see you soon.